Arguably, the number one thing that could cause a massive move to the upside for crypto, Bitcoin, altcoins, and the stock market, stimulus checks. $2,000 stimulus checks for every American. Well, almost every American. Are you going to be included in the stimulus checks that the president is discussing putting out to every American? Almost every American. Or are you going to be excluded from this? And is this going to be the catalyst to get Bitcoin back on the right track, headed back to the upside, and getting us into an altcoin season that we've really been seeing evade us with every day that has passed through this bull market? We've seen good moments, but we haven't seen that true altcoin season. Today, Bitcoin is up. There's a little bit of excitement in the air. Let's refresh this, make sure that these prices are accurate. Yes, about a $103,000 Bitcoin and a $3,500 Ethereum today. They've been red over the last week. Today, we're getting a little bit of renewed optimism, mainly, I think, because of this. Welcome to the Crypto Report, everybody. Do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about this stimulus check conversation. So first of all, the tariffs have, in many people's minds, been really impacting these markets and slowing things down. Well, the president came out recently over on True Social, and it's now going viral all over X. People that are against tariffs are fools, says the president. We are now talking about America, the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation. Can you believe it? A record stock market price. That's actually true. 401ks are the highest ever, and we are taking in trillions of dollars, and soon we'll begin paying down our enormous debt of $37 trillion. Record investment in the UA plants and factories, all going up all over the place. A dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone, almost everyone, not high-income people. Well, what are high-income people? I think you look at the tax brackets, probably somebody making over, I don't know, $140,000, $160,000 a year. I think, I don't know exactly what that's going to end up being. But what we're seeing here is stimulus checks. Now, are we actually going to see these stimulus checks come out? $2,000 a person is pretty darn good. Let's just look back at what happened last time stimulus checks happened. Do stimulus checks pump the Bitcoin market, you can ask? Yes. Data from COVID-19 pandemic era in the US shows that the stimulus checks led to a statistically significant, though modest, increase in Bitcoin's trading price. However, they were not the sole or primary driver, but of the overall bull market for Bitcoin during that period. It's important to note that the Bitcoin bull market in 2020, 2021 was already underway before the stimulus checks came out. That is so true, so important to understand. But the stimulus funds were seen as a contributing factor that reinforced the existing trend by giving retail traders stimulus money that they could see as an opportunity to invest in a risk asset like Bitcoin and then altcoins. So broader market context, do we have that right now? We do. Fed rate cuts, my friends. There's currently still a 70% chance that we're going to get a Fed rate cut in December. The odds came down quite a bit overnight. I think there's a little bit of fear and uncertainty because the government shutdown has been ongoing. I think there's been some fear and some uncertainty that if the government shutdown doesn't end, then the Fed can't get all the economic data that they need to securely make that decision. And Fed Chair Jerome Powell during the last meeting said it's too soon for us to bake in the December rate cut. He said that himself, so that's causing a little bit of fear. But we still have high odds of a rate cut. If the government shutdown can end, the economic data, people believe that the economic data would still show enough evidence to support a rate cut. Rate cuts are important as bull market context, especially for the altcoin market. The problem for Bitcoin right now is that it's been in a bull market for over 1,070 days. Historically, the last two bull markets prior to this one, we haven't seen those bull markets go on past that 1,070-day window. But if we get these stimulus checks, my friend, it could be a bullish catalyst. Now, I am currently in a trade to the downside for Bitcoin. And until this news story came up about stimulus checks, I've been feeling very strong about this bearish trade. I've been at an 80-20% chance, 80% chance in my mind, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give financial advice. I feel 80% sure that we're going into a bear market. I still feel 75%, but I'll be honest, stimulus checks gives a 5% in my mind back to the bulls, because if we really do get these stimulus checks to come through, retail could come back. One of the things that has held crypto back is retail has not really been as active as we've been in the past. You haven't seen that in the Google search trends. So anyway, I'm in a short position right now for Bitcoin. You could trade it to the long side, to the short side. In the description of every video, there are sign-up links for Blowfin with the 10% trade rebate and up to a $5,000 deposit bonus. If you guys want to trade the market, or you're trying to DCA in, as we've had some discounts on a lot of these coins, you can trade on all these platforms. Check them out in the description down below. I feel confident that we are still going to have a rate cut at this point in December, which could be a bullish catalyst. You put that in line with stimulus checks. You put that in line with the government shutdown. I think we could get further rally, but I do want to highlight this. The odds, according to the Poly Market, for Bitcoin hitting, different prices in November, a 15% chance of 120, while there's an 18% chance of $90,000. So the bears are still in control of the mind share. A 36% chance that Bitcoin goes to $95,000, and a 32% chance that it goes back to 115. The bears are still in control of this narrative. But what I feel is this: if this stimulus check can actually go out, the bulls might be able to regain some control, get some momentum back in this market. That would mean this time is different. That would mean that the 4-year cycle is dead. I am open to that possibility, but historically speaking, the 4-year cycle is a slogan, it's a saying, it's a thing because it's historically happened. I can't really counter trade that right now. That's why I'm trading to the short side for Bitcoin at this very moment in time. Still have a holding portfolio. If we go into a broader bear market, we go lower, I will dollar cost average in at those lows. Right now, I am not accumulating. That is the truth of what I'm doing right now. I am holding the line and just watching this play out, trading as things are happening, having what's left of my holding portfolio, holding that, and just kind of waiting to see what happens next. That's my perspective on this market. That's where I'm at right now. I think the $2,000 stimulus checks could be good, but the broader market context, as we saw in this video, is very important. And the broader market context is pretty good, except for the fact that the 4-year cycle is kind of holding us back. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? I want to hear from you in the comments down below. Do you believe we're going to see stimulus checks in the year 2025 or even in 2026? Let me know in the comments down below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out the affiliate links in the description down below if you want to sign up and do some trading. Those are some great platforms for you with some great sign-up bonuses if you haven't taken advantage of that already. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.